Alright friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angel and I'm kind of torn, to be honest, like what I want this video to even be, but this video is kind of just us acknowledging and celebrating and giving some tips because it is my 1 year anniversary on Booktube. I'm filming this on the 15th, the day before, but tomorrow, the day I'm posting this, is the 16th, and that is my 1 year anniversary of my first video I ever posted on here, which was a birthday book unboxing. So I posted the one for this year a couple days ago, and in that I kind of commented that that was like my first video I ever posted on here and how that was really like pretty cute for me to do because it was like a full like circle moment. I said I'm not gonna be emotional in this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be that person, but I'm just so grateful for this year and this community and everything that's been done. I've explained like in a TikTok video before, but I truly think like reading in my adult years has just like brought so much of like my spark and my joy back that I felt like I lost a lot of in school, especially in university. One thing I talked about was that in university, I was like in such a go mindset. I was in my degree, I was working 2 jobs to graduate debt free, which I'm really proud that I did. But also it just felt like I had no time for anything that brought me joy, if that made sense. I really remember sitting on my couch the one night at like 1 a.m. just being so fried because I had gone to school, then gone to work, came home and studied, and I was like, I just want to watch one show on Netflix to like give my mind a break. And I literally watched that show and then I had a full-blown panic attack afterwards because I felt like I wasted time. So I take the time to do this, and I feel like this is like my way of self-care. If that sounds really weird, I'm so sorry, but like just like taking care of myself, my mental health, this has just been so amazing for me. And I love that I have this platform and TikTok to kind of hold me accountable to that goal, because obviously like reading is something that I do for myself, and then when I share it with everybody else, not only does that like kind of share my joy with others, then also it helps me stay accountable to myself, if that makes sense. So I can go on for hours and hours about how grateful I am, but I'm not gonna get emotional, so we're gonna kind of cut that there. But I do kind of want to go over like some, I know like I'll go do these videos kind of like tips you want to start your own booktube or something like that. So obviously like I'm not like the most successful booktuber. Do I think I have like really much space to talk about this? But I do have some little tips that I'd like to share that I think I would have liked to have heard when I first started mine, but let's get into it. The first I'm pretty sure like literally everybody says, but that is to not care what others are going to think. Truthfully, when I started my book talk, what I did when I first started is I made an account and put like some weird username that was like totally like just numbers, like nobody could recognize it, and I synced it to my contacts, and like, you know how they do like your contacts, your Facebook friends, wherever it is, I synced all of those so that I can then go through each of them one by one and block them all so that nobody in my life knew this was happening, and then made like a book talk account after that. I still have a good chunk of my family blocked on TikTok. I'm pretty sure a lot of like people I went to like high school with, like friends, are all blocked in there, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is, like when I kept going back and forth between starting a booktube, but I was like, this I can't block people on. Like I can block some people have accounts, but like I can't stop anybody from finding this. And like I knew on TikTok, like you couldn't as well, because you could make like a fake account of a random number that still follow you anyways, and I wouldn't know who it was. But for some reason, this just felt a lot more like out there. Like they're gonna find it. If they want to find it, they can find it pretty easily. I can't really block just like your web browser, you know? Like I started this account September of last year, but I'm pretty sure I was already like thinking about starting it back in like March and April of that year. And I held off for so long because I was nervous. Now I truthfully don't care. Like I'm at that point where I just like post them and I'm just like, it's out there, I don't care. And nobody's ever like made a point of like making it seem embarrassing or going off about it, but at the same time, like I don't care if you do, because I'm just here sharing my joy. So if you are so pressed by somebody else being happy and sharing something that makes them happy, you are the problem. Take that in bed. If anybody makes you feel bad for doing this when you love it and you're having fun doing it, they need to look into themselves. You are not the issue. You're good, okay? Second of all, you do not need, I don't feel like they're worried about like the startup of like, you know, purchasing all this stuff. You don't need a lot of stuff to get started whatsoever. A dirty little secret that I've actually been avoiding, because people have like commented and asked me before, I still shoot my videos on my iPhone. I don't have a camera. That's because I do not want to like invest a lot of money in this until I either like knew I was gonna stick with it long term, or I was at the point where I was like making like some sort of money off it. I've reached both those points now, so I think I could eventually look into doing that. But I'm also upgrading my iPhone in January, and I'm gonna get like the new one that has like the amazing camera. So I guess we'll even just see how the quality is and move forward from there. You don't need an expensive camera to start. You don't need like a fancy tripod. Like my tripod here is $20 off Amazon. It's one that I have, and it does just fine. It sets up, it does cute stuff. It's okay. I think I also bought like a ring light at one point that was like 20 bucks. I have that, and that's literally all I've had for the past year to run this channel. Do not go into it thinking that you need to buy like all this fancy equipment to get started, or it's so daunting. It's really not. I also, because I use my iPhone, still edit all my videos on iMovie. A lot of people use like Adobe and all that stuff, which is totally cool. And I think I definitely would if I started working with a camera instead. However, when I have my iPhone, iMovie is super easy to work with. It's so user-friendly, and I just edit that, add my music in, chop things up, and I have a good time. And it's free. So don't stress about that. Post when it's convenient for you. Like I think I try to set like a schedule when I first started of just being like, I want to post 1 video a week, but I didn't really have a day I set it at or anything. Now as I've moved along, I try to post twice a week, and I try to do Thursdays and Sundays, but I've been behind on my editing lately, so it's kind of turned into Fridays and Mondays. Like what it's kind of turned into, because they're both like getting bumped back a day. But truthfully, I feel like when I have that plan in my head of like, okay, you're posting this day and this day, I know like what I'm working towards, and it kind of keeps me like on track with like editing a little bit each day, you know? Obviously we're all so busy nowadays, so like that's just like how it is. I work 3 jobs, and I feel like what helps me like stay on track is having those days set, because if you don't, you're just like, oh, I'll just like post when I finish this video. It's not gonna happen. Or you're gonna post like 2 times a month, and that's it, because you're gonna be like, oh yeah, and then it's just fine. When I have these dates set, it like keeps me motivated, keeps me accountable. I'm like, okay, no, I have to edit this video tonight because it has to go up tomorrow, period. Obviously you can give yourself some leeway, but I find like when I'm trying to stick to a schedule, it helps me with my timing. Lastly, it's just to create content that you enjoy creating. And that's because I feel like I enjoy creating reading challenge videos. I think it's like so much fun because I do read like fast, and I like the challenge of trying to like fit, just like doing like one genre for a whole week, or like, you know, reading like certain pages a day. Like I like that. If you don't create those videos. Because what happens is people click on your videos for the thumbnail, and they click on it for like obviously the title and what it's about, but they stay for you and your personality and the energy you bring to your videos. And if you're doing a video that you clearly are not having a lot of fun doing or not really enjoying, that's going to come through. If they click on the video like, oh, I love 24 readathons, let's look at this one, and you very clearly like aren't enjoying it or not really having fun like that, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Like, but if you're like, but you know, if you're just like, if your personality is shining through, if you're having a great time, you're enjoying it, that's gonna show. And then they're gonna stay for the next one. They're gonna watch the next video because they like you, not just the idea of the video, you know? So just try to be yourself and have fun. And that's gonna be like a lot easier when you're doing things you're enjoying. Even if it's not like the most popular video you can think of, still like do some of those like trending videos once in a while to like get some like traction, but then still create videos that you want to create as well. Now some things that I am like wanting to work on or to like do more in the future for my channel, I kind of want to like just talk about really quick. Like I kind of just mentioned, I really want to stick to those 2 videos a week. I feel like there's like a couple weeks in the summer where I did 1 video a week, and I kind of slacked a little bit, but I think this week I'm actually doing 3 videos technically. Like I would say more consistent on like my 2 a week. And I think like for some reason when I stick to the same days, it also like it's like I said, it's good in my mind, helps me keep everything going. So not really YouTube related at all, but I'm actually really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun because I'm gonna be posting on TikTok this week. Like I'm filming it all week long. It's like a week in my life, just so like people can see like not like how busy I am. Don't be like, look how busy I am, but like I have 3 jobs and I do this as well, and so it's kind of just like how I fit everything in. I think it's like so interesting to watch people's like day and weeks and lives. So I'm filming that. I think it's gonna be really fun to kind of just like see how it's like, oh, you know, I just worked 13 hours today, but I came home and edited this video really quick, so let's go up tomorrow. Or kind of see like the chaos as my life. The second one is actually like, it's a little weird, but I do want to start doing it. When I was like on Booktube when I was like 13, watching it in my bedroom, I remember one of like the main video types, like really the only video type we had at that point, was book review videos on Booktube. Where are they? They don't, maybe like I'm not finding them. We don't really do them anymore. And I'm not sure if it's like with the rise, I think I have this whole theory about this, but I'm not sure if it's like because the rise of TikTok or what it is, like all these reading challenges. But I feel like now I want to start posting, not like for every single book, maybe like for like a series when I finish it, posting like a full review video on that series, like my full thoughts on it, because I feel like I've become so used to giving like the spark notes of my thoughts and condensing my thoughts on a book to keep attention and keep it quick. I think one of like the biggest things with TikTok right now is like 60-second book reviews. Like I don't want give me your 10-minute thoughts on this. Like go in depth with what you're thinking. And I feel like it's that, I definitely notice it with me a lot now. I feel like not even like when I read a book, when I review a book, I don't do it as critically, or I don't really even, I feel like I use the same generic phrases when I'm reviewing books on here because I want to keep it short and sweet. Right? I don't want to have this video be 20 minutes long. You know, like you already made it through this whole reading vlog. I kind of keep my outro to like 5 minutes or less, but I read 7 books, and I give you like a spark note 20-second of each one, which is totally fine. But I miss, and I feel like I want to share some like longer thoughts on some of these I'm reading. Like I could make an hour-long video about Throne of Glass minimum. I could just go on about that series. I feel like it'd be so much fun to sit there and talk about it. Like what I definitely want to start doing that with is The Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson, because I feel like there's like going to be so many ties in there that are so interesting to pinpoint and look at. I feel like that's one where I would like finish the Mistborn trilogy and be like, here's my full thoughts on that trilogy. I think that'd be so cool and fun to film. And then I've been thinking about it too, I'm like, but then who am I to sit here and tell you that you need to film the videos that you want to film and then not do the ones that I want to do? Even though they're not like the most like popular, I don't see them a lot right now on here. I would love to challenge my mind a little bit and force myself to actually create full thoughts on books again and not just like, here's my 60-second review, you know? Well, I still do love those videos. I think they're good to like get things out quick and share the base points. 60 seconds is not enough to give a full review on all your thoughts about all aspects of the book, you know? Sometimes videos kind of all over the place. I kind of more just like thank you, here's some things if you want to start this, and like a little check on and where we're going from here, you know? Like I said again, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I find so much joy in this, and I love when I see like the same people comment or like always on here. It makes me so happy. And I just like love this very like small little corner of the internet that we've like carved out together, and I just like love sharing my thoughts here. I think it's so much fun. I love engaging with Booktube, watching other videos. This is just like such a like fun community to be a part of. So as always, if you've been here since day one or lurched this video, if you guys want to see me go on for the next year, please forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm also on TikTok, Angel's Book Corner. Like I said, I have that week in life video coming up that I think I'm really excited about, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.